seconds. Awesome.
I would have showered if I knew we were going to be live.
Well, just go back to your good-looking Match.com picture.
Photo, yeah.
All right. So to kick it off, Valerie Rivera, what was one of your biggest takeaways from today?
Hi there, everyone. I'm Val. I'm in Omaha, and I'm a culture consultant. And one of my biggest takeaways is that I am not alone. There are other people like me with businesses like mine, figuring out innovative ways to prepare for whatever the future holds.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Ruth, you want to go next?
Sure. Sorry, it took me a little bit to unmute. My name's Ruth. I am here in Omaha as well. I am a business strategist. And I would say the biggest thing that I took away is making sure I hold my teams accountable. I'm dealing with a new team. I'm new to my company. So accountability is something we're going to work on, definitely.
Awesome.
Natalie, do you want to go next?
Evidently no.
All right, we'll come back to you, Natalie. Mike Miller, you want to go?
Yeah, sure. We similar position. We're trying to, figure things out day to day here. A lot of us are in positions where obviously we've never been before, but with kids at home and spouses at home and, navigating that, and now homeschooling for some of us is a different world. So, but, for the most part, the group really was talking about how they can help other people. So I thought that was really cool, that it's not just focused on themselves. It's support of others and care for others. So I thought that was really cool.
Awesome.
Jenna, do you want to go next?
Sure. I'm Jenna. I'm here in Omaha. I work for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. Josh is one of my board members and awesome. I really just took away how this is impacting everyone and how important connections are at this time, and staying connected virtually, and whether that's with our teams or other people in our lives. So that's what I took away.
Awesome.
Elizabeth, you want to go next?
Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I'm with Mission Direct Primary Care here in Omaha. So what I really took away from this is that it's okay, because we are a family medicine clinic. It's okay for me not to have to talk about COVID all the time. That we can move back to talking about our core business and really how we are, keeping people healthy over the long run, and that's okay. That was something I was struggling with, is what messaging and tone to put out there in this time. So thanks for that.
That's
cool.
Great.
Carmen, you want to go next?
My name's Carmen Schwab, and I'm in Lincoln, and I am a motivational speaker and trainer around leadership, communication, and just overall organizational health. I would echo what Valerie said. I love Kaada and the whole concept and pouring into, and just knowing that we're not alone. And, for me, just leaning into this time and looking at it as a time to kind of reinvent and, doing some of those things that I know maybe I should have been doing, or maybe have put off and procrastinated with, but also just how can I add value to my clients during this time, even though, as Julian said, and we all know that it may just be that, it may just be helping them without compensation. And so just trying to figure out how to align all those things and prioritize, and just getting used to, a new normal, and not having those interactions, which for me is a big part of who I am. So trying to figure that out. So thank you.
Absolutely. Bella, you want to go next?
Go. Hi, I'm Bella. I'm in the UK, and I guess what I took away from this is that we're all in this together. You know, I may be thousands of miles away from you all, but we're going through the same things, and we're all experiencing probably the same emotions, and we've got a lot to offer and pour into each other and the organization. And you know, regardless, there is life after COVID, and something that we discussed is that, you know, the new normal, I think, as Carmen referred to it, is something that we shouldn't shy away from. The new normal will be here at some point, depending on where you live. It could be 3 months, it could be 6 months, but to not lose sight that the new normal will be here before we know it, and we have the opportunity to prepare for that.
That's great. Thank you. Angela?
I'm Angela Matithil in Omaha, the Director of Compliance for TravelX Insurance. We sell travel insurance. Yeah, I just really took away that it's so nice to connect with everyone again. I mean, I'm pretty well connected with my company, but I really missed talking to people outside of my group and just getting their thoughts. So I'm just thankful Kaada has found a way to operate in this disconnected time and help us all to find common connections again.
Well, good to see you.
Good to
Patty,
see
do
you.
you want to go? Patty, do you want to go next?
Yeah, and I'm Patty Lazio, and I'm in HR. And I think the one thing that I think we're all echoing the same thing, and what we talked about earlier too, is that reaching out. There's so many people that have been impacted by this and have lost their jobs, and they don't know what's next. What's next for me is what can Kaada do to help those? What can we do to help coach? What can we do to help those individuals where they're not like, I just don't know where I'm going down this maze. Where do I go? And how can we kind of really redirect them? And there's so many leaders here in Kaada that I think Mike, Mike took a note on that. It's like, I'm so compelled to actually, what can I do personally to help, but all of us, what can we do to really come up with some type of, we can't fix everything, but attempt to really tap into it.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Patty.
Thank
Patrick,
you.
you want to go next?
Sure. Hello, Patrick McNamara with Gooseman Law Firm. Yeah, we really talked about, I guess, not that we're settling into a new normal, but the kind of panic and unknown of the last couple of weeks has really settled in a little bit, and it looks like we're kind of settling into where we're going to be. And I think recognizing that, I know that, my workload has changed so that I'm looking for ways now to kind of create value. I felt like I was slammed for the couple of weeks just doing a lot of assuring clients and coming up with strategy plans for clients. But now that we're kind of settled in, it's looking at what I can do from a standpoint of helping not only my company, but trying to help society and trying to just improve where we stand. So just kind of looking and trying to invent value in different places that you never really had to think about before.
Love it.
All right, Julian and Josh, you're the only two left.
Fire away, Josh.
So Josh White, good to see everybody. One of the co-founders of Kaada and a couple of other careers as well. So I posed an issue about how to really do business development and sales without being salesy during this time. And I'm talking about in every form of life. And I keep coming back to it. I got some really good advice on targeting certain helpful strategies for free, which I think is a great piece of advice, but also targeting the customers or clients that you want to work with. That I think people's different personalities might take them down different directions of, oh, we need to work with everybody, when you really don't. The time in which we're in right now, you really want to work with a certain segment of people. And if you offer to help them and you're helping them through, they're probably going to rely on you in the future, which is what Bella, I think, termed as the old new normal. We're in our new normal now, and then we'll be in the old way of doing things, but it will be a newer version because it won't be the same. So having that ability to provide a lot of value in this interim phase, whether it's 3 to 6 months, will just make you more appreciated down the line, and it will hopefully focus on the people you want to work with.
That's great. So I'm gonna end with a request. We want more people to join these sessions, and it's good for all of us, because as we think about the one thing we can do now is actually have some capacity to reach out to people. And if you aren't driving to lunch, you've got 15 minutes, you can actually have a conversation with someone. And if you aren't driving back, you have another 15 minutes, you can have a conversation with someone. So when we're done, if you're on Facebook, or if you're in YouTube, or if you're in Twitter, or LinkedIn, if you guys could share about this experience with your communities to let us encourage people to join next week. I will send out a post just reminding everyone that we'll do it again next week. But I'd love to have a capacity issue. It's funny, Michaela Valentine, who's one of the Kaada Circle leaders, she goes, I just don't get why there aren't 1,000 people on these meetings. And I told her, I says, I don't want 1,000 people, that'd be cray. But we'll take 100. And if you can think of ways for us to reach more people, more organizations. I know that certain groups have just stopped meeting because they haven't really found a way to do this. So encourage them, invite them along to come in. It doesn't matter race, religion, background. We're even inviting people from the UK. So it's pretty amazing now. So I'm just joking, that was for you, Bella. But please invite other friends and family to join. This for us, it's about trying to know that once this is done, these relationships, guys, these faces that we see in the Brady Bunch squares on every screen nowadays are going to people we're going to reach out to when we're done. And the more and more we get into this, the better we'll come out of it at the end. And I can't thank you guys enough for your time, and I really, really appreciate it. I will send out an email with everyone's contact information, so you don't have to look that up, and a copy to the invitation for next week.